He's clutching his right ankle. The gymnasium is silent. Flashes of what was supposed to be dance through the minds of the Drexel faithful. Just a moment earlier, the fifth-year senior guard was looking to finish off a layup in transition. The next, trainers are helping him off the court. He bears no weight on the injured limb. Anguish and pain have overtaken the emotions on his face.
Felt like I couldn't catch a break. I just drove to the basket for a layup. Not a dunk this time, a layup. So I laid the ball up and I landed under the basket and I just heard a big snap.
My heart just it just dropped. I was scared. He got to deal with this again. I don't know how he's gonna handle that because, it seems like it's always something.
I'll be honest with you, I said to myself, I'm glad it's not his knee. Because I don't think he could have taken another hit to the knee. That was the one thing. They said it was his ankle.
I didn't know if I was going to be playing college basketball again because it was my senior year and I already got a redshirt year. So I was real down on myself.
Everybody hopes for the best, but fears for the worst. But if history was any indicator for Chris Fouch, the best was yet to come. Chris fell in love with basketball early on. Any round object he picked up, he worked on his shooting form.
He always wanted to play. He always called it a ball, whether it was a apple or orange, it was a ball.
I was always fascinated with making a longer shot, rather than going in and dunking it. And I used to just work on it a lot with my father and brother.
We always had a basketball in the car. Wherever we went, we always had a ball. And that had a lot of impact on Chris.
Just shot the ball. He just stood in the corner and made shots. So we sort of just kept our eye on him.
Although the odds of making those long shots were not in his favor, he kept shooting. He wasn't scared. That's not who Chris Fouch is. Doctor's office waiting rooms are all too familiar to Chris. It's where he waited to hear that he would miss his freshman season with a torn ACL and torn meniscus suffered in a summer pickup game.
I seen the lane open, so I drove in to dunk it and I landed the wrong way. So after that, a few days later, just told me it was a torn ACL.
Well, the tough thing about him tearing the ACL was that everybody was talking about how he was killing in the pickup games.
He actually injured his knee before he played his first game, collegiate game. So it's hard enough coming in as a freshman, making the jump from high school to college level.
It was tough, but I think I benefited from it a little bit. It gave me a chance to see how the college game is really played.
All kids who have to sit out for a long period of time, they're really paying attention. They say, okay, I see what they're saying.
Sometimes when something bad happens, something good come out of it. And I say, being that it was your first year, you're hurt, it is what it is, so you're gonna rebound back from that.
When he started coming back and being able to play, you saw what he could do. Every time he's been healthy, he's been a person that's gonna get some awards. He's gonna be all league, he's gonna be all something.
Finally, the doctor stepped out to give the final diagnosis. Chris's right ankle is broken. His season is over.
He had the injury. He was in the emergency room. We looked at the x-rays. He said, oh no, not again.
Ma, what kind of crap is this? I'm done. I'm done.
It was real hard, to go through another season-ending injury. I was just ready to, get surgery over with, do my rehab process and, possibly come back.
On April 26th, the announcement was made. The verdict was in. The NCAA had granted the medical red shirt, giving Chris a sixth year of college basketball. Chris had a big decision to make: play another year of basketball or move on to the real world.
I've been getting hurt almost every year that I've been in school, so I was just thinking, is it the best thing for me to do?
But I want him to come back for him. Is it mentally, can he bring himself back to do it again? Because, this guy's been hurt a lot. He's been a really good player. And, sometimes that bears on you from a mental standpoint.
I had a lot of support from, my father, my brother, my mother, my teammates. They kept me on a positive note and told me that everything's gonna be all right. Just keep working hard and keep your eyes on the prize, and that's what I did.
A decision was made. All he wanted to do was play basketball. Chris enrolled in Drexel's sports management graduate program. he would play out his 6th and final season for head coach Bruiser Flint and the Dragons.
I realized it was the best thing for me to do. You know, just go out of college basketball the right way, the way you want to go out, not because of an injury or anything like that.
Chris has been pretty impressive. The injuries themselves have never defined him.
One thing about the kid is he has unbelievable toughness. You know, he hurts all the time, but he's out there all the time.
I said, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger and even a better person.
My mentality was just to come back even stronger than I was before. You know, once I get back, you know, just to stay out there on the court, you know, that way I can help my teammates, you know, play for a championship one day.
Chris Fouch has had basketball, the game he loves, ripped away from him 3 times. A torn ACL, a major knee surgery, a broken ankle. All you can do is shake your head at the audacity life can have sometimes. Some may just call it bad luck.
His body's never going to be 100%. The injuries he's has taken a toll on him physically, not mentally, physically. And Chris wanted to finish what he started.
He is a kid who, you know, gets himself off the ground every time he gets an injury. He fights back, he fights through the pain. He's never really going to be pain-free ever, but he fights through it.
Because he's dealt with so much, and with the surgeries, many surgeries, and he's really bounced back from those surgeries and came out even stronger, and I think that really just helped him along the way to say, you know what, if I conquered that, you know, that's just helped me to be stronger to conquer anything.
Things like that happen in basketball, you know, everything happens for a reason. So I wanted to take the year, you know, and show the country that I could still play at a high level, you know, despite all the injuries that I've been through, you know, and, you know, once you go down, you know, you can always get back up from it. And when you're able to come back out there, you know, give your full effort, you know, because you never know when it can end.
Shooting percentages decrease the farther a shooter is from the basket. Chris always has been the one to keep moving back, stare the odds in the face, and take a shot, whether he's on or off the court. Usually, he makes it.